Well, good morning, everybody. Although as I'm looking out the window of the broadcast room here, which is the security office on the second floor, it almost looks like it's night outside, it's so dark. But, so I suppose we're gonna get some rain. I've heard a little bit of thunder, so be prepared if you need to go outside today, that there could be at least rain and perhaps thunderstorms. But anyway, it's Friday, so that's a great thing. Another week of activities for the community here and hard work by communities, board of directors, the Ebenezer staff on site. It's always nice to get to the weekend and look forward to some rest and relaxation. I will be having the active grandkids over night tonight, my wife and I, and so always look forward to that. Let me jump into some of the announcements today. There's not a lot, but there are a few. Just want to remind everybody that the call for resident artwork submissions for the Ebenezer Art Show and the 2027 calendar, those submissions are due no later to Kara by next Thursday, April 23. I've seen a couple of pieces of artwork that have been submitted. They are really fun to look at, and so I hope that all members who have a creative bent and like to do that sort of thing will take the time and put something together or submit something that you've already done yourself for the art show. It's a lot of fun each year. So again, the deadline for submissions is next Thursday, April 23. If you have any questions about that, please see or call Kara. Reminder of the garage floor cleaning coming up on April 28 and 30. That Tuesday and 30. It is the south garage on the 28th and the north garage on the 30th. All cars need to be out. If you haven't started your car or had it out of the garage, and are not sure if it's running or has enough air in the tires, be sure to check that out this week, next week, so that you are able to get your car out and don't end up with a $100 fine for failing to remove your car from the garage, even if you had intended to do so. Any questions about that, you can call me, you can call Michael Ordorf. But all cars need to be out on those days, and we will continue to announce about that. One other thing I want to announce about the garage is that next Tuesday, April 21, there will be an inspection of the garage ceiling that is below the south entryway. So there are about 20 to 25, no, probably 25 to 30 garage parking stalls that are affected by this. And those people in those stalls will be getting a one call today to announce that you will need to have your cars out of the garage just for the day on the 21st, and you may want to move them out the day before on the 20th. And then you'll be getting a reminder one call on Monday. I'm sorry, you'll have to have them out all day on the 21st. You'll be getting a reminder one call on Monday the 20th that you need to have your cars out the next day. So we are having an engineering company come in to do a thorough inspection of the south half, it's the middle of the south half of the south garage. So it's most of the parking spaces that are located nearest to the south entrance to the garage. Anyway, I'm not going to number off all of the parking stalls that are affected by this, that we need to have out of the garage for the inspection. But you'll be getting a one call if you have the license for one of those garage parking stalls. If you have any questions, please call me or email me. Don't call the security desk, don't call Michael Ordorf, don't call Jake. If you have a question, please see or call me or send me an email. I'm the one leading the effort for the removal of cars for that inspection. Okay, also want to let everybody know that Bart Murphy is out today. So if you need to see her, please email her, call and leave a message on her voicemail, or see her next week. There was a question that came in late for the board candidate forum, which I was really happy with that forum. There were a couple of questions submitted by members that I incorporated into the forum, and the questions that I had prepared as well, I believe were probing to the candidates for information, and I think the candidates represented themselves very well, and gave a very good idea of their viewpoints on things, as well as the work that the board does. But there was a question that came in late, and I didn't get it in time to pose it to the board, but it's about the van. And this question was for the candidates, but I will answer it on behalf of the management team. And the question was, will you commit to maintaining a reliable van service for our co-op, as well as look into the expenses that are being expended to maintain the van repairs? So I am well aware of the situation with our van. Last year we did some major repairs on the van, capital repairs if you will. It was evaluated to be a van that is still largely in very good condition, with low mileage, relatively low mileage on the engine. It generally runs well, it is in good condition on the inside, but it gets used and it needs maintenance from time to time. So we did some major repairs to it last year, and it needed some additional repairs this year. The cost for these repairs were in the neighborhood of $9,000. It's not easy to get a van like ours repaired, because there aren't a lot of repair shops that work on these types of vans, and other shops aren't of the size that are able to get a van like this in just for regular maintenance, like an oil change or tire check, things like that. The maintenance shop that we have for our van used to be located here in Bloomington, only about 5 to 7 minutes away. It was very convenient to take the van to this shop. Well, they moved out to Cochrane, Minnesota, which is out in the Maple Grove area, so it's quite a drive. It's not as easy to get it there, and it's not as easy to get it back. We are doing our best, and I still think that the best decision was made for our van to have it repaired. Last year, repairs, I believe, were in the $20,000 to $30,000 range. And this year, these repairs were in the $9,000 range. To get a new van like this would be in the neighborhood of $130,000. Well, when you weigh the expenses and you weigh the cost of getting a new van, one that is in generally good condition, it makes sense to continue repairing our van, especially when we have had the opportunity to borrow the York Gardens van when ours has been in the shop. It just happened that with this last repair that their van needed some repairs at the same time. So I recognize the inconvenience that it can be, and I also recognize and communicate to the rest of our staff the importance of having van service available for our members, because that is something that we promote for our cooperative and offer to our members, especially those that do not have other means of transportation. So I see both sides of it that way, and we do our very best to keep the van running with the most reasonable cost that we can manage. So if you have any further questions pertaining to that question and why we have chosen, and really the property committee and the board has chosen ultimately because they make the ultimate decisions, I'd be happy to take your call or an email to further explain. All right, just a few minutes left here. Let me run through the activities for today quickly. 9:15 Tai Chi in the CAC, 9:30 men's social on the balcony, 10:15 this morning Zumba in the CAC, 1 o'clock this afternoon on the balcony Mexican train dominoes, and 1 o'clock in the hobby room is Artist Open Studio. Choir practice in the CAC at 2 o'clock this afternoon, 5 o'clock happy hour on the balcony, and 7 o'clock tonight 500 is being played on the balcony. And the menu in the York Room for tonight: April 17, Friday, carnitas enchiladas topped with Mexican crema and a light cabbage slaw, served with refried beans and esquites. That is a Mexican street corn salad. That is a fabulous menu. I love Mexican food, and I hope you'll make your reservations and get in and have dinner with your family, friends, spouses, partners, floor mates, stack mates, whoever it might be at the cooperative, and enjoy the food of the York Room tonight. All right, that's all I have for today. Looks like it's gotten a little bit lighter outside. Enjoy your day here at the cooperative and this weekend. I just saw a flash of lightning, so we'll see what happens there. Be kind. It costs us, you, nothing to be kind. You can do random acts of kindness that do cost you something, and I encourage you to do that when you have the opportunity, because there are a lot of people that could use kindness. It makes your lives better, makes our lives better, the people around us better. Have a great Friday, a great weekend, and I will see you around the cooperative today. Thank you.